Oh, what a day! What a lovely day!
Oh, what's in the box?
Because it's all part of the plan.
Okay, I am super excited for TVToo, and I hope that everyone's super excited for TVToo because even though there were only 2 episodes, I think just 2 when we left off. I want to talk about WandaVision with you, and mostly, I guess, just the season as a whole. I mean, we can talk the last 2 episodes, but just in general, want to know what your thoughts were for anyone who's still been on the fence, hasn't started it. Is WandaVision worth pursuing?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I agree.
Right?
For me, the only thing is there is a 2-parter. I would say yes if you are already interested, like moderately, in Marvel or the Avengers.
I think you have to be, well, and even in the MCU as a whole, because, man, the Evan Peters, like,
Oh yeah, would be worthless.
comes to the weirdest end.
Oh yes,
and
that.
almost makes no sense if you don't know what's going on.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
like,
yeah.
If you don't have knowledge, because that just was such a weird thing to me.
100%.
They even chose to do it.
Yeah.
Right? Because, like, and I'm not the first person to say this, but it's a weird choice to have another Quicksilver actor play him, but almost not acknowledge it, right?
Yeah, well, okay, so I'm glad you said that because I thought it was weird that there's something he says, and I should have wrote it down. There's something he says that I almost felt like did allude to like almost like a joke, like a Deadpool type joke, like about like
a meta joke.
Yeah, yeah,
or,
yeah. It was like slightly like that, but then there's like a major like plot point with him that is like, oh, okay, no, like whatever he said, that wasn't like a joke or whatever.
That's fine. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So
That's fine.
yeah, I agree with that it was kind of pointless. It didn't have to be, but they kind of made it that way.
Right. It's just such an odd choice to almost not pay off on it, or to pay off the way that they did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because Evan Peters Quicksilver has one of the most, in my mind, like actually probably the most memorable Marvel scene for me. Like the first time that you see him do the slow motion, I think it was the coolest thing ever. Like there's so many scenes with fast characters, but you've never seen a fast character like at their speed. And the music choice is like, it's such a perfect fucking scene. And so when he first came in, whichever, I think that's episode 5 or 6, when he first came to the show, I was like, this is amazing, this is so cool. And then and then they just kind of wasted it. I'm like, no.
Hitting back on the X-Men thing, the second scene of his and whichever one that is, I routinely go back and watch, mainly because it is playing. Like the music choices are great, but what's the actual name of the song? Like the Sweet Dreams Are Made of Thee or whatever.
Yeah,
I don't know if that's the name of the song, but yeah, that and he like. Evan Peters also like just kills it like when he speeds up and he like reads the address of the house. He's like, oh, this is the X Mansion, and then like throws a hot dog away, realizes it's blowing up, whatever, does the same thing. So like him, and also like he like I think he is the better Quicksilver.
Yeah.
I mean, no hate to Aaron Taylor Johnson, but also choosing him in this also sort of alludes to the fact that there might even like more so be a Magneto or a Magneto appearance because he's supposedly his dad, right? I think.
Yeah.
And then there's also like a connection there with WandaVision or whatever. I don't know, because I don't know. People that know more than me are probably like telling me I'm wrong wherever they're listening, but because I don't know for sure. But so yeah, like choosing him and then not paying off or whatever. But then even like doing so made people think that even more things were going to happen that didn't. So it's just such an odd choice.
Yeah.
But I'm glad that he appeared because we both love Evan Peters.
Yeah.
So like I'm not going to hate that he appeared. Yeah. So but then, aside from that, how did you feel about another Vision appearing, for example?
Yeah. I thought that was also strange. What is his name? His actual name?
Does he have one?
He does, and surprisingly, it's not just like White Vision. It's
White Vision.
it's Research team's got this. Anyways, I don't know. I have a question because I should have just gone back and looked if maybe I missed something, but I thought he just kind of appeared out of nowhere.
The White Vision?
Yeah.
So he's like the real Vision's dead body, right?
Yes.
And then he's like resurrected by like the bad FBI people or whatever.
Okay, yes. And that's what I missed.
Okay.
That had to have been shown.
Well, cause yeah, and I'm kind of talking with like a question mark too, because I'm like wondering myself. And then, but okay, so I thought they alluded earlier in the season to the fact that Wanda took his body. Kara and I both swore we remember
They
where
totally,
they said that Wanda took his.
Yes, they show it, right?
But she didn't.
Right.
Or.
But
so
it's
when,
there.
So
yeah.
So that's such a huge thing that it couldn't have just been a plot like hole.
Right.
It had to have been where something was said, right?
I mean, I feel the same way. It had to have, but I am also confused about that. And I guess that's why I was confused when he showed up, because I was like, who the fuck is this? Or like, what? Like,
right,
where'd this
yeah.
person come from?
Yeah. I don't know. I guess. Yeah, that definitely left some questions. And now he's gone off, and he's gonna apparently appear, or not apparently, he might appear in the next Black Panther. Because he was created in Wakanda and he's seeking answers.
Oh. His name actually is White Vision, apparently. I can't find anything else.
No way.
Dude, I swear I saw another name before.
Like Henry?
No.
Cooler.
No, I totally thought
I don't remember another name, but there probably is.
I wonder if it showed it like in the subtitles or something, like when he was speaking.
That could, yeah.
I'm sorry. Really let you down here.
No, you didn't. The research team did. We need to fire him.
Yeah.
And then we've got, and then the whole Agatha thing, which is kind of where we left off last time.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
And then we've got confirmation that, Wanda was born as the Scarlet Witch and not turned into the Scarlet Witch. If that makes sense. Yeah. So we've got that, which was, people that read the comic books probably already knew that or whatever. Probably nothing new.
They're shaking their fists.
And then, what?
They're shaking their fists right now.
There's, and then it sort of leads into where we do have confirmation that Wanda's going to be in the Multiverse of Madness. She's like reading a book. She's reading a book very similar. She's reading a book literally like how Doctor Strange would read a book, floating in multiple arms, whatever, right? I think, if I'm not mistaken, that's how she looks. And then we've got what I assume is a multiverse reference, and that her children are still alive. I don't know.
I don't know either.
Because it's definitely her children that talk at the end, right? Or one of them.
Yeah.
So, okay. All that aside, sorry. I didn't mean to get so sidetracked. Just like talking about all the crazy things. But like, did you? You enjoyed everything overall in the last 2 episodes.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. There are a lot of things I was kind of let down on.
Same.
And I do think that the show was, it's just not. It got a ton of buzz at the beginning, so a lot of people. There's like several people that I've talked to at work who like just heard of the show. Hey, everyone's watching WandaVision. They watched it and they're like, "This is too weird. I don't like this." And I don't know. That's a tough one to tackle because I liked how different it was in the beginning. Thought it was cool, something different. But just overall, I'm kind of like, I don't know, a 6.5 out of 10, maybe.
I'm with you on that. It's good.
It's good. It's kind of great. Yeah, that's perfect. Yeah.
And yeah, I just think I don't know. I think we can probably agree. I think we talked about this last episode, or I mentioned that the best parts probably are Olsen and Bettany. I would say.
Yeah,
probably,
yeah. I agree.
The best parts.
Yeah. The whole thing with Agatha was also a disappointment to me. I know it was obviously a major, like, point of the story, but I don't know.
I think it's just hard. Like, I think, Okay, so I feel like we feel, okay, I can speak for myself here. How people who know nothing about Marvel watching the first 3 episodes, I kind of feel like that watching the last 2, maybe. Like the way that I know stuff, but maybe I don't know enough
Yeah.
to appreciate what they're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree with that 100%.
Yeah. So like, what are you saying as far as recommendations? Who are you recommending this to?
People who like are already invested in
comics?
Marvel. No, I think it's a solid.
You don't have to have that.
Like, you watch the other Marvel movies, you enjoy them. Yeah, give it a shot. They're 30-minute episodes, so it's not like a ton to have to watch. And there's some parts of it. I think it's kind of a cool story. It's just I'm just disappointed with some stuff.
Yeah, I think even the casual, like, I agree with what you said. You don't have to read the comics. You should be into the movies. Otherwise, there's probably, I would say that's a good, like, middle ground. But I think that you can, like, anybody can appreciate the humor, the references, and the things, those first 4 episodes or whatever it was.
Yeah.
For sure.
And I do think it is a cool, like, the topic of grief, which is obviously a major point of the show.
Right.
I did think that was really cool, and I have to say, like, I appreciated something more, trying to think of the word. Maybe like a theme more realized outside of just the Marvel universe and everything like that.
Well, so the big critique with the Marvel universe, I think especially from Scorsese, is that they're not real characters because they don't have sex, and which is kind of funny because they literally manifest kids out of nowhere in the new one. But that aside, I agree with you in that it's a more like sort of like a more romantic / behind the curtains look with these characters. Like we're really getting in depth in their emotions and their feelings, and I think that is something that the Marvel movies have, but it's so much action that when you do a series like this, you can really appreciate and see things like that. And it makes me even more excited for I'm hoping that with the Winter Soldier series, which the ads are out for now, very excited for. I'm hoping that it is more of the same of what they were able to realize with this series. Like I agree with you there.
But yeah, solid, good, not great.
I'm gonna go with 7 out of 10.
Okay,
I think
I'm sticking to my 6.5, but I respect your 7.
I'm gonna go Wheel of Fortune rules here.
Okay.
Wait, is that what it is? Price is Right. Price is Right.
No, but I like the Wheel of Fortune thing. Yeah. Wait, I don't have anything else for TVToo.
Oh,
what a tale you might have.
No, Tales from the Crypt. Go check it out. It's really good.
Oh, it's good. What is it? I'm sorry. You wanted to.
Oh, Tales from the Crypt.
Yeah, I guess like a brief summary.
Wait, are you asking me for the listeners, or you also don't know
both
what Tales from the Crypt is? Remember the Crypt Keeper, the skeleton guy with like the wispy hair that would go like,
okay, yes.
He is like the host of those.
Okay, I knew it.
Yeah, so
I just couldn't think of
just
it.
like they're. What's that?
I keep cutting you off. I'm sorry.
No, I just
said I knew what it was. I just couldn't think of like what it was.
Right. Well, because there's also Tales from the Crypt Keeper, I think, and then another one similar, and then they were gonna revive Tales from the Crypt in 2020 with M. Night Shyamalan, but it never came to fruition. You might also remember that vaguely. But it's just an anthology horror series, and it's just amazing. It's got like you'll see actors like Joey Pantoliano and like Jeffrey Tambor and
nice.
just everybody that you've who played Tim Curry. They're in the same episode, that's what I thought. But like just like so many actors that you'll recognize watching this like old like 80s horror anthology. But it's just like it's got a great mixture of humor and horror that I really, really appreciate.
Nice.
So,
all right, check it out.